All right, guys, I wanted to show you a quick example of, like we've talked about a few times on the vlog, how we like to remove decals. Like we've done like the new GT3 RSs, these older GT3 RSs. We like to remove the decals, remove the factory stone guard that are on Porsches, wrap the car with film, and then we typically like to put the decal back on top of the film. And here's an example of why we choose to do that. Now, an argument can be made in either direction. Some people like to put PPF over the decal because the decal won't fade, because vinyl will fade and oxidize over time, but then the vinyl won't get beat up as well when you do it this way. So this is a 997 3RS with the factory decal kit, and when they wrap the car, they just wrapped over top of it. Now again, there's nothing wrong with it. It does protect the decal, but if you look real close, you see a little bit of an air channel where the film bridges from the paint to the decal. So you just have this real faint air channel. Now on decals like this, it's not the end of the world. Again, the decal is protected. What I don't like is when you go over the factory stone guard, which is what they did here. So if, say, someone wanted to do it this way, say they wanted to put film over top of the decal, what we would have done is we would remove this portion of the flag, remove the factory stone guard, put the new flag back on, and then wrap over top of it if you want to protect the decal. But because you can order just this section of the decal, because we had to on that 3RS, which we'll show you here in a sec. But again, I just wanted people to see why we do things the way we do. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with it, but you can see a difference, and you can see a big air channel on the factory stone guard. This is a factory piece of PPF from OEM. So to make this look a little bit better, remove this, put the flag back on, then wrap over it if you choose to wrap over vinyl. And now we'll show you another example of same exact car, same spec, same everything, where we've wrapped the entire car and put the decals over top of the film. Okay, so again, this is a different car, but it's the same exact spec, same everything. So what we did on this particular full body wrap is we removed the decals, removed that factory stone guard piece that's right here. Then we wrapped the car in paint protection film, and then we put the decals on top. And so when you come in and get real close, you don't have that air channel around the decal. So again, an argument can be made that these decals will get beat up, and they will. But some people don't want the air channel. Some people are okay with the air channel, so you can put the film over top of the decals. So there's more than one way to do it. It's just this is how we did it for this particular car, because he wanted it to just kind of look more factory than having an air channel around the decals. So just kind of wanted to show you an actual example. One car with it, one car the other way. So hope that makes sense.
So Cody's applying a 3-year coating right now to Mercedes. They did a full front partial of the roof, A-pillar, and then we corrected, and we're putting a coating on it right now. So let's talk about good, better, or best. So if we're talking in terms of like durability, we would first start with like a wax, which is kind of what everybody knows, what your dad taught you how to do and put on the car after you get done washing it or whatever. A wax is going to last up to a couple of washes or maybe a couple of months, depending on how much you put on, how long you leave it on before you take it off. Our next most durable would be a ceramic coating. A coating is going to last anywhere from a year up to 5 years. We've used a lot of different products here in the shop, but usually the term used most often is about a 5-year long coating. After that, you have PPF, which is what everyone in here specializes in and what majority of the cars get. Like on this Mercedes, we did a full front, so the whole entire front has got film on it. The film, you've got a 10-year warranty on that, so it's going to last up to 10 years, if not longer, if treated correctly. We usually do a dedicated coating on top of the film. The reason why we do that is we want to add some type of other protection on top of the film, because yes, with the film, there is a UV style of protection on there, but we always want to put something on there that's going to make it hydrophobic. The term hydrophobic means basically water beating. So when the car gets wet, if you're going out to lunch with somebody, you drove through a puddle, by the time you get to your next destination, most of that water is going to come off of there because the surface is literally so slick that the water is not going to stay on there. Now, in terms of like durability for like coatings and all these type of things, the internet will tell you that you can put a coating on there and it's scratch proof, it's self-healing. None of that is true. The only thing that is the most durable and the reason why it is the most expensive is PPF or paint protection film or clear bra. It's literally 8 to 10 mil thick plastic going on the car that's going to be your most durable thing. And then we always put a coating on top of that because we want to make it really easy to clean, and it's going to last a lot longer too.
And
So
I know you said ceramic coating lasts up to 5 years. What about like wheels off coating? Is that a different type of coating? How long does that usually last?
So depending on the finish of the wheel, there is different durabilities of wheel coatings as well. And there's window coatings, glass, rubber, plastic, all that type of thing. So like when we coat, depending on the package that the client selects, we'll take the wheels off, similar like that we've done to the red wheels.
And,
We
two
took,
vlogs ago.
right, if you watch that one, we took the wheels off, we cleaned them like 3 or 4 times before we actually got to the step of coating them. So when you do wheels, just like when you do paint, it's all in the prep work. That's why it takes so long, that's why it's expensive, but that's why if it's done correctly, it can last a really long time. But yeah, if you've got steel brakes on your performance vehicle or even on your daily driver, you definitely want to do some type of coating because it's going to be so much easier to clean, especially like, check out this BMW that they're working on right now. So these wheels will cake up so much, and if you look at how intricate they are, you want to make it easy to clean that wheel. So the boys took those off, prepped them, cleaned them, and then coated them, and then we always coat the calipers as well. But yeah, if you've got steel brakes, coat the wheels.
Hey guys, Roy here, doing a satin PPF on this M3 competition. Just kind of showing you, how it went from gloss to satin. You can really tell here on the door jamb, the original paint to satin. Just kind of gives you a new look to the car, so that way it's not boring white. But yeah.
Would you say stealth is as easy as regular PPF, or is it a bit harder to do?
Some cases it's harder just because it's kind of harder to hide the gloss on it. So you kind of have to tweak some stuff so that way you can hide as much as possible. Like we try to roll all this in so that way, you can't really catch a good angle. You could see this, that way you don't see the gloss as much.
Did that stretch it too?
Yeah, I mean it's the same as gloss, I believe. It just has a different glue to it, so it doesn't stick as well, but it does stick.
Hey guys, we're here plotting this 2024 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. I think it's a GT55. We haven't done one yet, so I just pulled up all the kits here, kind of organized everything. I like to go in descending order from all my big stuff to the little stuff. We got a lot of little pieces of trim in here, some interior pieces, some grill pieces, so just kind of fitting it.
What is this one getting?
It's getting a full front and some interior trims and the rear spoiler. And then it's also getting some ceramic coatings after that.
Are y'all disassembling anything?
Not much on that one, no. Typically when it's like a full or like, a stealth, something like that, we take more stuff apart. We'll take the badges off the side, the little bi-turbo badge, just to make it a little bit cleaner, but pretty normal install on that one. Make sure it's aligned good. Set our origin point and let the plotter do all the work. This is the hardest working one in the room, always. This is the money maker. So it's just as important how you handle the film right now as when you're installing it. You don't want debris on the floor because when you roll it up, it'll leave marks in the film. Got to make sure this thing doesn't crease because you got a lot of static electricity going on here. So the film can stick to itself and crinkle up and get off track. So it's not as simple as just hitting plot. It takes a little bit of finesse.
What's up, guys? Back with me on tint. I'm just tinting the windshield on this M3 comp. It's already shrunk, the rest of the car's already done. Just doing a final check on the shrink and then we'll prep inside and stick.
This car easy to do?
This car? Yeah, it's not too bad. The worst part about this car on the sides is the felt seals. They just shed a lot, so it's like really hard to keep them out of the tint.
If you had to choose, would you rather do Exo Shield or Tech?
I don't know if I could choose. Probably tint.